Alright guys, today I'm gonna try and fix my boat trailer a bit. She's getting a bit rusty. The rear cross member's a bit rusted out. So I'm gonna replace that because I've got a bit of a trip coming up. She's just rusted out. Just rusted out a bit along the cross member. It's an old trailer, but it's I usually avoid submersing any of the trailer apart from the wheels, or apart from the tyres really, because it's only a little tinny, but it's got a bit of rust in it, so I'm going to replace that cross member. Replace that cross member. I'm going to do the axle as well because it's getting a bit tatty as well. But first things first, I'm going to replace the cross member. So I've got to start by lifting the boat off the trailer, which I've got my block and tackle all ready to do that. So time to crack on. I gave them a quick squirt with some CRC before I undid them, makes a big difference. So this is, I've cut that out, a bit of a surprise when it was galvanised, all the galvanising sort of settled in the edges there, which made it a lot thicker than I expected. But anyway, I've ground off a bit of the galvanising because you want it back to steel. And now I've got to, it's not too bad, it's not great, but I think I can weld onto that, and now I've got to measure up a new piece to replace it with. I've got my piece cut out, and now I'm just going to use some G clamps with a bit of timber to give the cross member something to rest on until I can tack it into place. So that's next. Okay, so I've got my cross member, my new cross member, cut to size. I've ground off the galvanising on the edges. That's best for, you don't want to weld onto that, you want clean steel to weld onto. Just got the G clamps with some timber just to hold the cross member in place until I can tack it, and then I'll remove that and weld all the way around. Alright, so now I've got both sides welded to a fashion. Not perfect, but it'll do. So I'm going to give them a bit of a clean up with some degreaser, and then a coat of some rust proofing or galvanising paint. Otherwise the welds are going to rust.
Alright, here I missed a bit of video, but here I'm putting the new brackets on for the skids and for the rollers, and I'm using a bit of anti-seize on all the bolts. I forgot to mention earlier, that's what I had originally done when I put the brackets on, 10 years ago, and it really saves you when you go to try and undo bolts that have been, they've been in salt water, they've been rusted. But a bit of anti-seize when you're assembling it makes it so much easier to pull apart when the time comes.
Alright, and that's about done. I'll test it. I'll probably do a bit of straightening up and a bit of adjusting when I take it down to the ramp, but that's all in place. New cross member, new brackets, new roller. That's fancy. Oh, I better put a split ring in there, a split pin in there, split pin in there, and that's all for today. Thanks for watching.